Alafia. My name is Oshun Amare. On this channel, we uncover the creepiest, most unusual haunted TikToks the internet has to offer. Please like, comment, and subscribe for your weekly dose of supernatural coming to you Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Now let's get into this video.
I got deported.
This streamer goes by the name of, I believe, Goodnight Chicken on YouTube. And before you think this is real, I've seen his streams before, and they're likely bits and for entertainment only. And when he returns, the feet are gone. Now the next clip is highly debatable. Some people believe she's possessed or even was abducted by aliens. But what do you think?
Será que é a gente aí? Será que é a gente isso? É nada. Não é de jeito nenhum a gente sair, ó. Minha Nossa Senhora do céu.
I'm like fucking scared. There is no one standing there, but there's a silhouette, like a shadow of a person. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, ghost?
Yo, I'm back with another one. Get in here, get in renamed the Big Minstrel Jubilee. Renamed blackface that was stolen from the original group of peoples I showed you. You are looking at the first United States flag right here, Egyptian, same color, same scheme. Actually now the United States flag with 50 stars. WikiLeaks revealed CIA hacking project called Weeping Angels, where it was a drill where they hack your TVs, Samsung, and infect CD-ROMs to the computer. In the Israel Daily, the African Americans are in fact the Jews of the Bible. But if you like what I'm saying, go ahead and donate for more information. And as you can see, Israel even know you are the
One, two, three into the four. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the
Child, it's daytime, and that's the only way I'm watching these videos. You hear me? Because I can't watch this stuff at night. I love having pleasant dreams at night, and I don't want this to be the last thing on my mind when I go to sleep. So it is daytime, whether it's fake or not, because some of that stuff did look fake, but some of it did look real. Okay? So, yeah. The African Putin, that's crazy. Like, crazy. The underground city in Georgia, crazy, not surprised. I would love to know where it's at though, because my mom definitely lives in Georgia. So wonder if she's living over top of a whole nother city. That would be crazy. And the charter land, where I'm from Pittsburgh, live in Tampa, but where I'm from in Pittsburgh, one of the neighborhoods is surrounded, like covered in churches. There's no liquor stores in that neighborhood because there's so many churches. And I wonder if that is the reason, because of charter land. They can buy up the land and then put a bunch of churches on it to get away with it. Stealing, basically. And that's crazy, but I'm sure that government and CIA or whoever the people we're talking about, they still affecting our electronics and tapping in and probably listening, watching right now. How you doing? And then the two Mandelas, that would make sense, because I definitely feel Mandela died when I was a little kid or little girl. I forget what year that was supposed to be, but that would make sense because that means one did die and one was still alive. And that means Mandela effect shouldn't be called Mandela effect because there wasn't no Mandela effect. There was two people. That would make sense. Next.
All the words we speaking, all the spells that we're casting, because it's the intent behind these words. You see, the definitions, they might give us another definition like on Google and after they done gradually change the definitions. But the intent behind these words are different than what we think. So for an example, if you have crystals and you know what these crystals are good for, imagine somebody giving you a crystal that's usually used for healing, but they put a hex on it. When they give you this crystal and they sell it to you, they gonna say this crystal is used for healing, which it is. That's true. But they put a hex on it. So you get it and going up. Everything just up in your life and you don't even know why. You done got this healing crystal, but the intent behind it when they gave it to you was not what you thought. So we got to make sure we going and researching everything from because it's about the intent. It's about the intent. Y'all said look in the clouds, but y'all started looking at the sun. But since y'all want to see the sun, I actually did record the sun. And before I even roll the clip for the impatient people, I'm gonna just go ahead and show you the sun being leveled with the clouds. And I ain't scared of nothing that come with it. So don't be telling me like, be careful, they watching you, bro. They watching all of us, bro. Stop being
If you grew up Catholic and have religion trauma, this message is for you. We do not come from religion, believe it or not. There's so much history on this. I'm from Mexico and my ancestors are indigenous from Puebla. And the truth is that organized religion was a way to control our ancestors. And there's so much history that was erased. Literally, like the temples where we held ceremony were burned. Our rituals and our practices that were written in books were burned and destroyed because they wanted to erase our history. And this information is available online, but the problem is that with religion, it literally conditions you to fear anything outside of yourself, anything outside of the traditional God that we have grown up, seeing in pictures and in misa. So the reason why I believe it's so important to cultivate a spiritual practice, a spiritual cleanse, to whatever you want to call it, is because it connects you to your true indigenous roots to heal these wounds that were left behind due to colonization. So if you're thinking of starting your spiritual practice and you're scared because of judgment, or you fear that, you're going to go to hell, or all these crazy things that, we were told growing up in church, just know that you are protected and that your ancestors are with you, and that sooner or later we're already, look at collectively, so many people are having spiritual awakenings and so many people are starting to realize that actually no, that's not where I come from.
Good job. First, I want to give it up to her because I wholeheartedly believe in what she was saying. I personally grew up Christian, Jehovah's Witness, and over the years, I feel like I did suffer from spiritual trauma. Now I choose to honor my ancestors. I do. I choose to go within. I do. And as far as believing in a religion, I choose to go with the path of Ifa. So that's that about me. But as far as the beginning, the original language was symbols, not words. And words are spells. That's why you have to be careful what you say and speak with intent. Otherwise, you are causing havoc that you have no idea that you're causing on your own life because of the things that you are saying from your mouth. So words are spells. Be careful what you say. Speak with intent. And then definitely always, always, always clean your crystals. I always clean my crystals, whether it's these or I have crystals everywhere, but this is my birthstone crystal. This is a moonstone for Gemini. This is the best stone for Geminis, in case you didn't know. And then it's the shape of a heart. That is so cute, right? But anyway, I keep looking down because my camera's down, or my computer is down here, so I apologize about that. I'm trying to keep the focus And then these dangling, let me take these dangles off because that's annoying, I'm sure. Anyway, and then the split in the sky, being in Florida, I've actually experienced that only maybe twice, definitely once. And it was really crazy looking up like, what the hell am I looking at? It was literally how it was like a V. That's exactly what I seen. It was crazy. And it looks like the sky was split. And then how was he above the sun in the airplane? I've never noticed that I was above the sun in an airplane, but I've definitely noticed where me and the sun was eye to eye. And the sun's supposed to be millions and millions and millions of what? Shit. And the sun's supposed to be millions and millions and million miles away. So that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, next video.
Kanye, going back to the video, claimed that Michael Jordan sacrificed his father, Bill Cosby his son, and Dr. Dre his son. Let's start with Michael Jordan first. Michael Jordan's dad was killed on July 23rd, 1993. Michael Jordan is also the number 23. His dad was killed shortly after Michael had won his third NBA title. Jordan helped the Bulls win the 1996 championship. Incidentally, the decisive Game 6 took place on Father's Day.
This is my daddy. I'm very happy for him. This is going to mean a lot to me because of what it symbolizes, which is my father on Father's Day.
Bill Cosby. On January 16th, 1997, Bill Cosby's 27-year-old son, Enos Cosby, was murdered after stopping to fix a flat tire. So he was 27 years old, member of the 27 Club. Supposedly, Enos was supposed to follow in his father's footsteps and join a secret society or boule, but Enos chose a different path and was killed for it.
That is not your mother's maiden name.
Boule.
Identity confirmed.
Thank you.
Dr. Dre. In August 2008, Andre Jr. had been found dead in his home. I think right around that time, 2008, 2009, Beats kind of took off.
Skinwalker seen in Europe the 22nd of September 2023.
Have y'all not seen NBA
So why in the hell y'all ain't tell me motherfuckers been poof going goodbye out this motherfucker? Look at this shit. That probably was fake though, because I would have freaked the fuck out. Look at this guy. Yeah, he gone. They just sitting there chilling. Disappeared. Poof. Goodbye. Damn. He was freaked out too. Oh shit, what happened? Motherfuckers went gone. Ain't no motherfucking way. That's some scary shit right there. I tell you what. Couldn't be me. Look at them. I don't know about that, dog. But they look freaked the fuck out, I know that. And y'all ain't tell me nothing about this. Fake raptures and look at this shit. Whole damn car disappeared. They at the bar chilling. Drinking like a motherfucker. Then gone. Oh shit. Why? She freaked the fuck out right there. Where they go? Where they go? Look at that little lady in the corner just standing there. Now, I ain't know there was a rapture going on around this motherfucker. But,
pituitary gland is again about the size of a pea and connects to the hypothalamus at the base of the brain. Figure 236. The pituitary gland and hypothalamus. It is located between the eyes and controls things like growth, blood pressure, and sex organs. The pituitary and pineal glands and the brow chakra vortex in the center of the forehead compromise the third eye that opens the way to experiencing other levels of consciousness and reality. Close down that system and you entrap people in purely five-sense reality. And this is the central goal of the whole reptilian conspiracy. As Zulu legends say, the reptilians are the spoilers of communications with the gods. They do this from the moon. Reptilian and great geneticists within the moon experimented with the creation of an even more manipulated human form during the long time before the Earth began to recover from the cataclysms. The aim was to totally control the minds, perceptions, and behavior of their human slaves. The genetic manipulation rewired the electrochemical circuitry to isolate humans overwhelmingly in, quote, physical reality as prisoners of the five senses and visible light. They could not do it totally, but they could make it much more difficult. One of the abilities they deleted or massively suppressed was, as I said earlier, telepathic communication, and so words became the means through which humans interacted. This symbolized by the biblical story of the Tower of Babel, the themes of which you find in much older accounts across the world. And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech, and it came to pass as they journeyed from the east, and they found a plain in the land of Shinar, Sumer, and they dwelt there. And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime they had for mortar. And they said, Go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language. And this they begin to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. Does that sound like God speaking, or a reptilian dictator?
This is a creepy story about Pick One. One day a woman went to a doctor's appointment. She left her two kids home alone when she went. Kyle, who was 6, and Mark, who was 14. She was gone for around an hour, but when she arrived home, she saw her front door broken down. She immediately started to panic and rushed inside the house, hoping her two kids were okay. When she got to the living room, she saw her kids tied up and bloody, and a man with a gun standing between them, saying, You pick who I kill. She started to panic and didn't know what to do. She then said, Why are you doing this? Then the man pulled out a second gun and said, I'll kill both and you if you don't hurry up. The mother took a deep breath and said, Kill Mark, and then she pointed at him. The man then said, You're an awful mother, and then pointed the guns at her and shot her in the head. He then ran out of the house, leaving the boys tied up and their dead mom laying in front of them.
Follow for more Reddit stories.
Well, that's horrible. Like, wow. She said, kill the oldest son. And he said, you're a horrible mother, and killed her dumb ass. She deserved that. I'm sorry. They didn't deserve to see that, but she's a horrible mother for that. Like, what? Anyway, first video, I love money. Money loves me, but not enough to unalive my family. Like, whoa. They sacrifice left and right for all we know. It's real. NBA YoungBoy and Beyonce is the new Britney Spears. And I believe the disappearing people, that was a bunch of bullshit. That was cap. I don't believe that. The security cameras, it's a little hard to fake. Maybe, maybe not, because you can do anything with editing apps and things like that nowadays. But it's cap. I don't believe that. And then your third eye is not here. Your third eye is actually back here. So rub olive oil on there. Just rub some olive oil on there, and you'll feel it. But yeah, that's what I gotta say about that.
Stories.
This is the disturbing words that Stephen Hawking said before he passed away. Stephen Hawking is one of the most smartest human beings to ever live. And what he said before his death will blow your mind. He said that he believes that artificial intelligence will completely kill off the human race and make us extinct. And if that doesn't happen, he said that the Earth will be a sizzling ball of fire before the year 2600. So I don't know what will be worse, being in a war with a bunch of robots or having our planet completely burned away.
So once again, we see that there's nobody. Nobody on the streets. Nobody on the bridges. There's just nobody. See plenty of boats, plenty of buildings. But it's like these cities are empty. And this is from France, but we can look all over. And it's like playing Where's Waldo? Except you never find him. You don't find anybody. But I know a lot of people will say, wow, that's just how the cameras were, you know, that the cameras were a certain way that they didn't catch people if they didn't stand still for 10 minutes. But I think that's pretty absurd for a lot of reasons. But if you look at a lot of other panoramas, let's just take Downeyville, California right here. Well, first thing we notice, it looks like there's a caravan of wagons headed into town. So, unless they were all stationary, you know, we wouldn't see them, right? Same idea. Let's look down here. Well, there's a cow. Let's look down here. Oh, there's a horse. There's a horse with a shadow. Well, he must have not moved for 10 minutes. How about here, Australia, 1870s? I guess these people all just stood still. They all just waited around. But I think, as you could see from a lot of these panoramas, is that's just clearly not true. But these cities were made to hold hundreds of thousands of people, and there's barely anybody. Explain it. You can't.
I'm still trying to make sense of this very strange video coming in from Big Dill on YouTube. He was in the woods in Iowa when all of a sudden this happened. Check this out. Pay very close attention.
So I'm up at the ridge line right now, about where the fence is at. And so behind this fence over here, there's a wood line. It's about 9:48 in the night. So we just heard it scream a little bit ago. I don't know if you can see past this, but so behind this where I'm pointing right now, there's a forest back there, and that's a pretty big forest. It's a state park. So there's nothing that's back there that's protected, so I don't know. But we're back here, and there's this fence right here that protects my friend's yard, where we're at right now. And from that, I don't know what you'd call this, but there's a pasture right here with a bunch of trees. You can't really see them. I don't know if you can see that tree or not. You see that tree right there, that fern, right there? That's a fern, and then there's a bunch of other ferns all around. And it gets more dense as you go back. But what happens is this creature comes up against this fence, and it jumps this fence. And it was standing, we think, right in this where I'm standing right now. And my friend's inside right now. But I'm getting this footage. And did you just fucking hear that? That was fucking it. Oh. Fuck this, I'm out. Fuck this.
In 2023, a very strange phenomenon happened on the surface of our sun. It was captured by a NASA satellite, and you can see in this video very clearly, pay very close attention, you can see it looks as if some sort of object attached itself into our sun. Whatever it is, it looks as if it's sucking our sun's energy. Some people believe it's a solar eruption, others think it's a UFO. But this isn't the first time this happens. In 2012, something very similar happened, but it was a bit different. It stayed there for about 80 hours. And after that, it simply went away, and it was all caught on camera. Pay very close attention. This is really, really weird. No one knows what this is. Pay very close attention.
A bank accidentally deposited $37 million into her account. This is what happened next, part 2. On her way to get her morning coffee, the woman decided to go to the ATM to check her balance. She then looked at her account and saw that there was $37 million in her account. She was extremely shocked and did not know what to do. She went home to tell her husband, and he immediately told her to return the money. Because she was so guilty, she went to the bank and told the bank that they made an error. The next day, the $37 million was out of her account.
A man on TikTok has been experiencing a strange transformation in his body, a shape-shifting transformation according to him, after having spent some time in the Navy. And this is his first video on TikTok. Check this out.
A real reptilian eye doesn't necessarily have a slit. It has a membrane that can slide back and forth, allowing people to see a little bit better in the dark. It also allows you to change the color of your eye just a little bit. If you notice the changes on my page, I've had these changes the last year and a half. Share it if you want. Say it's cap if you want. I don't give a shit, but it's real.
After having his account and his videos deleted, he opened a second account and uploaded this video. Check this out. Now.
What you're about to hear is real. My name, it's not too important. The information that I'm about to tell you is extremely important. I was an intelligence specialist with the United States Navy. Since then, if you watch my other videos, you realize that strange things have started to happen to my body. If you remember, my eye has started to get more of a slit and a reptilian, or I guess snake eye appearance. If you look at my other videos, or what I'm adding right here, you can actually see up close what my eye looks like. If you remember, my body in certain areas, like for example, you look at my elbows on both sides, I'm growing additional limbs. My hands, my thumbs, they're extending and growing too. At first, I just put out a cry for help on TikTok. I didn't know who's going to answer, who's going to respond. Other people out there that went through similar experiences. I'm one of, if you notice, the first people.
Okay, so I think my diagnosis is 33, and I want you guys to let me know what you think. And for all those Gen Zs out there, this is a camcorder.
Who's there? There. Who's over there? A monster. What? A monster, Mama. There's nobody there. Where? Point. It's a monster. Point. A monster. Where is it? Point to where it is. Over there, Mama. Where? Over there, Mama. A monster? Over there, Mama. Over there, Mama. What's he doing?
Explain this.
Let me show you why I think parallel universes exist. Okay, this is oat milk that I bought. And then, let's see if you can see the date. June 9th. And then another one, June 9th, and they're both... Okay, that one's not open. Trying. That one's also not open. So there's a parallel me right now wondering where their oat milk is, and I have two.
Mickey Mouse Basement. Mickey Mouse, the iconic cartoon character created by Walt Disney, has captivated the hearts of children around the world for decades. With his infectious charm, playful nature, and timeless appeal, Mickey Mouse has become a beloved figure in popular culture. Despite this, though, there is a particular image on the internet of this iconic character portrayed in a rather distressing way. The photograph in question shows an old, dilapidated basement that has certainly seen better days. And peering around a corner in the distance is a man dressed up in an extremely frightening, eerie Mickey Mouse costume. The man's mask also seems to be a bit squished in, which adds to the nightmare fuel that's already heavily present. It looks to be something you'd see out of a horror movie. It should be mentioned that there was also a very similar photo that circulated online, which showed someone pointing a gun at the man dressed as Mickey. But it turned out this was just a convincing photoshopped version of the original image. By doing a bit of research on the internet relating to this picture, you'll find that there really isn't a lot of information out there regarding the backstory or origins of it, or even what exactly is going on in it. However, there are some people online who have their theories about what's going on. A Reddit user by the name of Real Show posted to the r/OutOfTheLoop subreddit asking his fellow Redditors what exactly the photograph is, who took it, etc. Another Reddit user replied to the post stating, "It's just a cursed photo using creepypastas and memes, just like all cursed photos." Probably some dude's just kidding. One encountered a dirty Mickey Mouse suit and decided to take a photo of himself in it in an abandoned looking place to make a scary photo. A lot of the comments seem to echo that theory, which, if true, is a sigh of relief. If this is not the case, however, then what exactly is going on in this extremely weird and unexplainable image? Is this just some guy messing around in a Mickey Mouse outfit in an attempt to scare the internet? Or was this something far more sinister? We'll likely never know.
Well, if you ask me, honey, I call cap. I don't believe that was real at all. That was his homie or himself re-recorded, like they said. Like, why would you choose a Mickey Mouse costume? You can see your ashy white elbows, and you was not faking nobody, buddy. But Steve Hawkins, what you think about that theory? Is the world going to be ran and destroyed by machine? It's not a forethought at all, especially the privileges they are giving AI and the privileges AI is giving itself. Okay. And do you think that the photos of the old pictures, do you think those are real pictures? And if they are real pictures, where are the people in those pictures? We know that they say that we are living on top of cities, but who knows? Where do people go that were in our photos? Good question. Good question. The guy shape-shifting with the elbow and shoulder and the eyes, that would be pretty hard to fake. That would be pretty hard to CGI. He could be double jointed in a move. Who knows? But that's creepy, dude. What's going on with yourself? And I said it once and I'll say it again. Believe your children when they tell you what they see that you cannot. Believe them. But you made it to the end of this video. Thanks again. Thanks for being here. I do really appreciate you guys being here and supporting me. I'm slowly growing, but we are going to figure out a rhythm. We're going to figure out the technique. We're going to figure out the algorithm and get up in that bitch. But I appreciate the support thus far. Please continue to watch my videos, like, comment, and subscribe. I will be posting weekly, as mentioned, every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday for your weekly dose of supernatural, conspiracy, haunted, creepy, whatever. We want to try it all and dibble and dabble, okay? And I will talk to you later. Thank you.